Baby, the man himself, Jett in the house. I love this guy. Last time we just did it, 3-month update that where he had become, King of England, President of the United States, just, went to the moon. He's already colonized Mars. What else does he have to do? I mean, but we know his real passion right here is the next crypto gym. That's where his focus is, coming out in 1 week, baby. We got George in the house. We got teasers going out. Oh, and people have been sleeping on this. People, I've seen some skeptics out there. Jett, people not believing in this man? Really? Are you kidding me? Not believing in the Hourglass community? The utility of the weight token? That's mind-blowing. We've got so much coming where the weight token is the exclusive token in multiple different projects coming. Okay, that we've already talked about a couple have been released. We've had Alpha District that I'm super pumped about. We've got the Cosmos projects. Okay, there's more to come there. We're going to talk about it. Jett has some alpha to drop. The man himself, he's a myth. He's a legend. I don't know how he does it. He's Mr. Make It Happen. He's out there making partnerships. He's out there making deals left, right, and center. He's got all the connections, baby. He's got a heart of gold. He's a servant to the space, the crypto space. I don't know anybody like this man, Jett himself. He's like a best friend to me. I love this guy. Jett, how are you holding up all the pressure? It's finally coming. We're 1 week away for the next Crypto Gym TV show. How are you doing, my man?
Hey, man, I love your energy. You're one of a kind, man. There's no other Crypto Grady. There's only one. And that's why I'm doing a ton of interviews this week. I think I'm doing 8 interviews. Just did Mexi yesterday and another one. Going to have another one today, and then I'm going to interview with Leia for her channel on Monday. And hey, I've actually never been better because all the hard work is done, man. In terms of the first season of the show, we're right there. The show is locked. You can see that we're now releasing all the clips to get people excited, and it's all ready to go. It was more difficult times when we were trying to actually get people involved, getting people to submit to be contestants, getting the judges involved, making the production work, stressing out a little bit about just how's the editing going. But it's as you can see in the clip that we just shared from George, it looks fucking great, you know. And we have very, very broad distribution. And look, it's an exciting time for everyone. It's nice to have a little bit of the macro crypto tailwinds behind us with the latest GBTC ruling, pro GBTC against the SEC. I was very happy to see that. And I think the timing is great. And this is just season 1. It's going to run for 7 weeks in a row, prime time. And then after that, it's going to rerun like 10, 12 times in syndication. It's going to be around a long time. And can also say Insight TV has already said they want season 2. We're going to be in pre-production in season 2 in no time. And we're going to go bigger, better, have another partner involved, a very, very big Hollywood player. And we're also going to be introducing some token utility into season 2. So then all of our incubated projects will have token utility. So we're really excited about that. And I have a bit of a scoop. First of all, are you hearing any feedback? I'm hearing a little bit of feedback. But is that on your end or you're not hearing that?
I don't hear any feedback at all. Anybody, how are you guys hearing feedback? I don't hear any feedback. But what I did just hear from Jett, here's what Jett said, is that his head, is he running around? Is his head spinning? Is he stressing out about this show being ready to go on September the 7th? No, he's not. It's all ready to go. He's as cool as the other side of the pillow, baby. He's ready to rock. He's doing interviews. I don't know how this man does it. He's like the Energizer bunny, baby. So how's your feedback, Jett? You good?
Yeah, I think it's okay. I can hear a little bit of echo, but if other people can't hear it, that's all that matters.
Okay. I think we're good. Okay. So the TV show's coming out next week. It's ready to go. You're not stressed out. It's no delays. We've had people skeptical about these delays, but they were for good reason. As you've said, good reason for these delays.
Oh yeah. The timing of the release was strategic. The show has been pretty much locked for 5-6 weeks now, but August is one of the worst months for TV viewership. Remember, our goal is mainstream viewership to bring new people into the space. So September 7th, right at the beginning of the fall season, it's perfect. And it's a perfect stretch to be in for the fall. Seven, almost 2 weeks. People are going to be talking about this. And so I have a scoop.
Let's hear it.
I promised, very important. My ethos is that anytime I promise anything, I always follow through with it. So I promised that I had a scoop. So I wanted to give a scoop. I just got back from Bespoke TV this morning. And this was something that we've been planning all along, but we've got confirmation that we have a promo that's going to run promoting the Hourglass Collective as the incubators of the show. And it's basically, I'm going to be showing the whole public this within probably the next day or so. It's along the lines of saying, if you are enjoying the next crypto gem, be sure to check out the Hourglass Collective, where you can see all our incubated projects. And visit us at hourglassx.com. Has some great flashy graphics, and this is going to run on every single break of the show. Every single commercial break, the promo for the Hourglass Collective is going to run across all 200 or so platforms and networks that we're going to be on. So that's something to be excited about. And not only that, it's going to be in perpetuity. So this is going to be a great thing for the community. A lot of people didn't understand how we were kind of integrating ourselves into the show. We're very integrated into the show, and we're going to be doing a whole post about how we are, in addition to being the owners of the show, obviously, and benefiting financially from the success of it. We're also integrated as the incubators. And I'll be giving more details on that, but the commercial is locked. So that's the scoop. And I'll leave a little bit extra that I'm not saying yet. So leave some excitement for later.
Okay. Wow. So, all right. I am hearing a little bit of feedback when you're speaking, only when you're talking. Okay. Just a little bit, though. It's not too bad. Not the end of the world. So, okay. So this show's coming out in 1 week. And then every single commercial break, you're saying we're going to be getting hype about the Hourglass community. Here's what I've been doing, boys and girls. Just about every week, I get in there and I DCA into some weight token, baby. Right there on MEXC. That's what I've been doing, baby.
NFA, but good for you, man.
That's just me, Crypto Grady. That's just me right here. That's what I've been doing. And I'm really excited. Jett, there's still a couple, I'm trying to get to the bottom of who is going to be on this TV show, baby. And so I'm really excited for the projects that make it onto the TV show. I'm so stoked about this. Okay. And everything you're doing. Okay. So
I've kept it a secret for this long. So we definitely can keep it a secret for 7 more days.
That's right. That's right, man. Okay. So you said also there's other incubated projects where the weight token is the exclusive token in these projects like Alpha District and Cosmos, which we're going to get both the founders of those projects on the show as well. Okay. But you've got more coming down the pipeline. What's going on there?
Yeah. So both Alpha District and Cosmos are doing fantastic. In fact, I just showed the Alpha District team the commercial of Hourglass Collective that's going to run. And it includes a little snippet of Alpha District, and they were really, really excited about it. We haven't even shared the whole team behind the project. And as you know, as we mentioned, there are some titans in there. There's some of the best people in Web3 and AAA gaming involved in that game. And they've worked on some of the best platforms: Assassin's Creed, Star Wars Eclipse. They've worked on Clash of Clans, some very, very successful games. And so that's going incredibly well. And we're going to be revealing more and more about that. And Cosmos, also really, really excited. We definitely have to have Steven on here with me, you, and Steven.
Yes.
That kid is absolutely crushing it. When I first met him through Brian, I was like, wow, this is a big idea, but he's a little bit shy. It seems like, can he really pull it off? And the more I've worked with Steven, the more I'm completely confident that he can. The progress that's being made behind the scenes with Cosmos is incredible. And we're going to be releasing something pretty exciting, which is that some big Web2 names are going to be partnered with Cosmos, some of the biggest in existence. And it's actually got to the point where there's two that are courting the project, and we're going to have to make a decision on which one to go with, which is ultimately going to lay on Steven's hands, and also the block safe dev team that's putting it together. That's incredible, by the way. But that'll be a pretty exciting announcement that we're going to be making in the not so long future.
Okay.
Another thing that I wanted to mention is that the folks that are developing Cosmos are also working with us, and they created a vaulting / staking contract for the Hourglass weight token. We engaged them for that, and they just finished it. So now we have that piece of the puzzle where we want to create weight utility in Alpha District and Cosmos, all these apps that Neff Brands owns that already have users and are growing and successful. We want to create utility through having mechanisms when you vault the weight. That piece of the technology of vaulting the weight has been fully built. And so all that happens to happen is that we have that team, BlockSafe, talk to the dev teams of the other projects. In the case of Cosmos, it's the same, right? But in other cases, it might be a different dev team. Connect them, put it together, and then bang, it's ready to go. So my whole thing is that we've always wanted to get to the point where the demand for the weight token is through utility, through all these different, incubated projects. And so, I understand that right now we're at the stage where it's people speculating on what's going to be worth later and everything. I understand that. It is what it is. That's how most of crypto is. But unlike meme coins, we actually have a vision which is why I wanted to bring in someone like Jeff Mahoney, a billionaire who is incredibly successful, owns 20 plus companies, to be part of this project, because then we're connecting the real world with tokenization. And that's really the broader picture of Hourglass. I think a lot of people, if they have a very shallow view of us, they just think of us as the TV show. The funny thing is the TV show is fucking great. It's an amazing proof of concept. We're very pleased. We met so many incredible people from it. It's actually the lowest budget of our incubated projects. And it's just the very, very beginning. We're actually in talks right now of another entertainment project that we may be involved with, that is roughly 40 to 50 times the budget of the first season of the TV show in scope. And we may be involved with that. And we're going to make season 2 bigger and better. And we're going to announce another incubated project that is very advanced, that we teased as Project Chronos in not long, which I'm really excited about. We brought another set of really, really good partners that we're going to be meeting in Singapore. They're just some of the best, most successful people right now in Web3. And so I think what you see in our everyday Twitter marketing, what people think of us is one thing, but just it's like that meme with the iceberg. It goes much, much, much deeper. And I always am of the philosophy that we're going to under promise, we're going to over deliver. So it's drip, drip, drip. But man, dude, we have so much going.
Oh my God.
And hey, you know what? We haven't ever talked about, you visited the office here. Like, you know how things are here, right?
Dude, so okay, there's
Why
so
don't you tell
many
that
things
story?
I want to say. There's so many things I want to say here. So first of all, Steven, phenomenal. Cosmos. I spent a ton of time with him at George's event in Vegas.
Yeah.
And then I keep chatting with him. I'm still in touch with him. He's a kid, man, but he is like, whoa, the more you get to know him, just like you said, Jett, my thoughts exactly. Phenomenal guy. Cosmos. We're going to be talking more about that. We're going to be talking more about Alpha District. And listen to this, guys. Did you hear this? If there's anybody I believe in this space, I don't know if there's a single human being that I believe in this space as much as I do Jett, as far as his make it happen, his grind, his heart. Okay, 40x budget for season 2. Is that what
No, not for season 2. This is a different project we may be involved with. Season 2 will be bigger and better than season 1.
Yeah.
I'm saying that who's saying there's no rule that Hourglass can only do the next crypto gem as our only media project. We can do as many media projects as we want. We can do feature films. We can do star-studded feature films. We can do more TV shows. We could do an Alpha District feature film TV show. We can have Hourglass written deeply into the storyline of those.
Dang.
Just saying.
Okay. Because, and guys, get this. So Jett came on this channel. This is the third time he came on, right? I remember the first time you came on, you tell me, hey, we've got all the money we need. We've got all the money's not an issue. And I was like, whoa, that's not usually the case. And there's no sell pressure on the weight token. The weight token isn't there to raise money. They're not, freaking out about getting money for the, And now, I mean, woo, look at all that's coming. I mean, for me personally, boys and girls, the Hourglass project, Hourglass and the weight token, I'm DCAing because I could see that being a top 100, a top 50, because all the utility, all the things going. And so now, oh man, I want to ask you more about what you just said. You could do other shows, even movies, if you wanted to. You guys are capable. Okay. And yes, when I went to 3XP in LA, I spent an entire day attached to Jett's hip and all his meetings, everything he was doing. And my mind again is blown.
You're in this very office, in this very conference room.
Yeah. I mean, literally attached to your hip in all your meetings, all your life. I was right there. And it's like one meeting, next meeting. Oh, next meeting. And then 50 messages in between. Boom, message. Going 100 miles an hour. It's like, I don't know how you do it, the grind. Oh.
But I think the one thing that you can testify on is that everything that we say that we do, we're literally doing, and we're taking steps to get there one step at a time.
And it's like, all we see is like the little iceberg sticking out of the water. That's what we see. We see the next crypto gem. We got Alpha District coming. We've got Cosmos coming. And that's just like, a little piece sticking up out of the water. That's what we see. Down underneath the water, all this stuff that's brewing, all this stuff that Jett is working on. It's like a massive glacier, baby, that can sink the Titanic, no problem. There's all kinds of stuff going on. And here's one thing that I believe in is that Jett always follows through, and it's always better even than what you think it's going to be. Baby. Okay.
Did you get to meet Jeff? I don't remember.
Yo, yeah.
You did, right? You got to meet the man.
Got to meet him right there. Spent a bunch of time with him.
Nice guy, right? Not totally down to earth. Probably the nicest person of that level of wealth and stature that I've met. Yeah, and that's why I'm here every day because I believe in what he's done. What we can take this whole thing with his backing.
Right, his backing, the connections. And you've got so many more connections. I know you've been out there talking with guys like Crypto Lifer, with guys like Benjamin Cohen, with Altcoin Daily, with all, the influencers out there. Okay. And you've got big plans. I love all the connections you're making with all kinds of people. All those guys. I love Crypto Lifer. It's so fun.
He's great.
I know. So I know you've got big plans for season 2. That's coming up. People, projects out there will be able to apply to be on the TV show. I'm going to be bringing a whole bunch to you, pushing all kinds of projects out there to apply.
We're going to have so many applicants. I mean, I've probably had like 50 people tell me they want to introduce 50 projects. And that's even before we've opened it up. So it's going to be an insane process. We have a partner involved that we're going to make it more of a true Web3 project rather than just a media project that talks about Web3. So we're going to do something really exciting with the token as well for season 2 and with this partner. And I couldn't be really more, honestly, I couldn't be more grateful for just everything that has happened from the beginning. We, out of nowhere, Jeff decided to be part of this community. Suddenly we have all the resources to be able to make a TV show, to be able to do pretty much anything we want. And I think the whole community gets it. They've been behind us all the way. And it doesn't matter whether bull or bear or whatever. They understand the ethos. They understand what we're doing. And I think that the nice thing about being in kind of a macro bear market is that the cream rises to the crop. The people that we meet, the real builders, they're the best of the best.
Yeah.
And we've kind of built a network of the top 0.0001% people in the space, which includes you, Crypto Grady, and all of you out there who are in our community that are in it for the right reasons and that are truly building for greatness.
Man, I'll tell you what, there's so much going, and I'm so thankful for George, specifically. I know you were part of this. You were a little behind this. George has been pouring his life out to me.
That's great.
He's in this new mode. George was never like this. I remember I watched George for years. He'd get on there and he'd be like, I don't want to talk to other people. Why would I want to go on someone else's show? Like he would say stuff like that. And now he's in this mode. His heart is to help other projects, other, influencers out there. He's pouring out to me, trying to help me build my channel. He's also got all these other things going, I think largely stemmed from you, and being on the TV show, meeting all these different projects, all these different things going on. He's got this new thing that he's doing, that he's called DYOR, Do Your Own Research Agency, to help, to help promote good projects, where they vet good projects and then help connect these projects with other influencers, in a good way.
Yeah, George is absolutely awesome, and so is Brian D. Evans. There are two senior advisors that I talk to all the time. And what's funny is that they have also become, we're all three of us are really good friends. You could see we were in Vegas,
right.
Had a great time. We always have a great time. But what was funny, when I first put them together, I'll tell a story that nobody knows. When I first put them together, I put them in a group, and I was just like, "Hey, George, meet Brian. He's judge on the show with you." And then they're both just like quiet for like days, like didn't even like write anything. I was like, "Hey, guys, you guys are like judges on the show together." And then when they met on set, they everything clicked. It's so fun to actually talk to people that understand the space, because all of us are a little bit considered weird in the normal world, as like if you go to if you're walking around in a Target or a Whole Foods out here, there's not that many people who are really deep into Web3. But when we were on set, and then along with Leia and her brother Gideon, who's awesome, I love also, we immediately had really, really good chemistry. And I think George is kind of transitioning from just being a pure, at one time just like a pure crypto YouTuber, kind of doing his thing privately, to being a rainmaker in the space, and a kingpin. He did a fantastic job with the party in Vegas and being organizing that whole thing. And we're going to be doing a lot more with George. Are you going to? I'm going to be actually at the end of next month. I'm going to one of his events in Florida.
Yep, I'm going to be there, baby. Yes. Right here. Cypherpunk,
Gang is back, and we'll have I'm sure we'll have an amazing time, and also it'll be productive as well once again.
Yeah, Cypherpunk. Here it is. I'm going to be there in Fort Lauderdale, September 27th. Put up by Flux, baby. I love these guys. Okay. All right.
Yeah, if any of you guys are out there, go to that and want to meet us in person, go to that event. We'll be there.
Yes, I'm going to post it right here in the comments, baby. Paste. All right.
Where is that going to be? I think that around that time we'll probably be on about episode 4 or so of the next Crypto Gem. So it'll be kind of fun. It's going to be getting close to the conclusion, but still in the middle of the season.
Yeah, man. Wow. Right. And so George he's brought this up several times. Really excited. I'm going to be there. Jett's going to be there. Mind Your Biz is going to be there. That's a gym. Seth, I don't know if you met him with Mind Your Biz. Okay. He came on the show. So fun. Okay. So yeah, George has just been such a blessing to me. It's also been awesome meeting Brian D. Evans. Yes. So, that guy is like salt of the earth. You've got good people that you're working with in your corner. And of course, Leia Halpern's a freaking rising star, man. Yeah. Okay.
She's amazing. And Brian, I got to say, Brian is the ultimate deal flow machine. We get more prospects for partnerships and incubated projects from Brian than pretty much everybody else combined. And it just never stopped. The way that his brain works is just connect. Couldn't say enough good things about Brian.
Yeah. And earlier, we've covered a lot here, guys. But earlier, did I mention, I just want to double check I heard this right. You got a new, really successful partner that's coming in? Did you mention that? Okay.
Yes. Very, very excited. We haven't explained who it was, but if you go to our hourglassx.com website, you'll see Project Chronos.
Okay.
That's the next one that's going to be released. And it's going, unlike the other like Cosmos and Alpha District that are monster projects, but are going to take several months to develop and then have incredible weight token utility. Project Chronos is going to come out completely formed and ready to go. And in fact, it's probably going to have raised more revenue than any of our projects, which is incredible. And that's already happening privately behind the scenes. We co-incubated the project with a very, very successful partner. I don't want to say who it is. And it's funny that no one has guessed it yet, but they are doing incredibly well. There's an AI component to what they do. And the person that I am working with on that, he's incredibly successful.
Okay.
He's very personally financially wealthy. And we're really, really excited about announcing what we're doing with them. But I don't want to spoil it. So just stay tuned. It's not going to take that long. I think it'll be somewhere in the 1 to 3 week maximum time frame. And then we will reveal what is Project Chronos. And it's going to be revealed with X amount already raised in revenue, X amount dedicated to Hourglass specifically that we're going to be using for probably buys and liquidity, a combination of those. And that hasn't happened yet. That will happen. So that'll be good for the whole community. And then the private phase is completed, and then it moves on to this public phase where everything's out there for the public to be part of it.
Ooh. Okay. Big stuff coming, guys. Shout out to Scott Herman, baby, who came in the house, had him on with Wagney Games, baby. Shout out to this guy.
Love nice.
Guy. Yeah,
Scott has the best energy, man.
Right? It's like being with, Scott and I, we got a future together. It's coming, baby. I love this guy. And man, this Wagney Games is interesting. It's fun. Okay. So all right. Also, I got to give a shout out to my man Kong. He's my own personal Jesus Christ. Oh, yeah. He's my right hand man.
Appreciate you, Kong.
Yes,
like you said, he's kind of like you, where his energy is always good.
Yeah,
and just on top of it, I love that, man. I think it's like attracts like. There's people that like to bask in negativity, and then usually it's because their life is miserable and everything's terrible. And then there's people like us that like positivity, and that's what we really bring together with our group.
That's right. And I love this man. He's always on me. Make sure you say, Grady, you got to say it. Like, subscribe, bell button, share, comments. Okay, there it is, Kong. That's just for you. All right, man, so many good people in the house today. Love you, Scott. Love you, Sergeant Filthy McNasty. Okay, I've always called it paradise on earth. I've always wanted to visit Singapore, and there's an event next month, right? that I've always wanted to go to Singapore. I don't know, someday maybe. There's so much going. Didn't you mention before that you're going to Singapore?
You know what's funny is that we have so much going here at Hourglass Collective with Neft and Jeff first, that all of the stuff that I teased, I didn't even tease what is going to be probably the biggest thing of all. And that's going to kick off in Singapore. I don't know if it'll be public at that time, but we're holding a very, very big event that we have one of the best venues out there that we've booked out. Jennifer is our party planner. She's done a fantastic job. She recently, I think yesterday, she tweeted something big is happening in Singapore with us. But what I'll tell you is that we already have, I think, over 120, 140 people coming to our event, which are going to include some of the biggest VCs, family fund, wealth funds, as you know, Singapore is pretty much the hotspot for some of the most wealthy people in Asia.
Right.
We're hosting an event for many and many of them, and there's a reason for that.
Really?
And,
So you
so I
guys,
can't say yet, but in time it will come out. And I mean, just remember that not a lot of people have someone of the caliber of our chairman of our Hourglass Collective. I would urge everyone to go there and look at his, the bio. I think most people in our community know already. And when you have that type of pedigree, then it attracts other people of that type of pedigree. They want to work together, partner, and be involved. And so we have something in the works in Singapore that's going to be very big. It's going to be really good for everyone.
really? So it's an
That's all I'll
event.
say for right now. But
It's okay. It's an event that you guys are putting on, and I've heard. Is it in conjunction with some other event going on out there in Singapore?
Yes, Token 2049.
Whoa.
So it's the biggest crypto convention in Asia annually. And it's a mega event because also ETH Singapore is right before. I'll be speaking on a panel in ETH Singapore with Brian Evans on the 12th, September 12th.
Oh, wow.
Then we have our own mega event. And then we're going to be doing a whole bunch of other meetings and events there. And then there's also racing right after. So that's just going to be an absolutely insane time out there.
Wow. So and I'm going to be in Vegas at an event
Nice.
right there on September 12th, 13th, 14th, 15th, I think, with Loudmouth out there who's coming on the show later. Have you met Loudmouth yet?
Yeah. He's great.
Oh,
yeah.
He's one of a kind. I've been connecting with him. He's coming on the show today here at 3 or 4, I think around 4 p.m. Central.
Yeah, I think he's impossible to miss at any party I go to. It's like the first person that you know. He's got his unique branding down.
Man, he sure does. And he's got a heart of gold. He's another one.
Yes, good guy.
He's a good dude. He's actually a preacher. Like, what? I didn't see that one coming with that one. Okay. Interesting. Okay. All right. Let's see. Anything else, Jett? What else do you have in the hopper for us?
You know what? I think we covered a lot, man. I would just say that, look, this is the hard work is done. This is a really, really fun time now. I think the most important thing I want everyone to understand is that some people think that this is like the culmination of Hourglass Collective to have this TV show. It's not. It's just the very, very beginning. So when September 7th hits, yeah, we're going to have the premiere of the TV show. We're going to run for 7 weeks, and then it's going to have the reruns. We're going to have season 2. But we have so much more in the pipeline. We have the next season is going to be bigger and better. Alpha District is going to be insanely good. As you know, Steven is doing so many good things with Cosmos, and we're really building something that is, exponentially bigger than even what you're going to see in the near-term future. But don't get me wrong, we're very proud. We said that we were going to do the first reality crypto TV show since, last November or so, and we made it happen. We did it, and we're just days away now.
I'm so stoked. And it's going to be replayed and then replayed again and then replayed again. It's going to be in 150 different countries and 12 different languages or more. And it's going to be all over the place. We all can watch it. You put out like the distributor where we can just get on there and watch it. Okay?
There's a list of, if you go to our, you can go to our Twitter and you can go to our hourglassalpha.com or the nextcryptogem.com, and there's a list of all of the places that it plays. And there's a ton of choices. You can also watch it on demand. Yeah, click there, and then there's a where to watch.
Where to watch the next Crypto Gem.
There's also something called Distro TV, which is really cool. Right. It's on almost every platform. So if you don't have that app, you can get that app, and then you can watch it on demand that way. So if you miss it, during the live showing, you can watch it on demand at any time after it premieres.
With the distro, and I have already downloaded that. That's what I saw. Awesome. That's where we all can watch it anytime, regardless.
Yes, if you scroll down a little bit, I think it shows you where distro is available.
Right here.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All regions. So yeah.
And I was able to go right there on my. I've got if you have either an Amazon stick or a Hello Brain.
Roku.
Roku
Yeah.
TV. That's what I like to use. And I was able to get right on there and download Distro TV. And we'll be able to play the show on demand anytime we want to watch it. Plus, it's going to be playing on repeat all over the place.
Repeat forever. People will be so sick of it by the time it repeats for the 10th time.
I love it. And it's going to be for us here in America. It's going to be on DirecTV primetime, baby.
Yes, correct. Yes. Correct. Yeah, and that's important because, one of the things that we wanted to do was we didn't want to just get the people that are seeking it out. Mm-hmm. We're going to be reaching millions of people that were just flipping channels around and like, what the fuck is this? And then, what can happen is that you're flipping around, you see it, and you're like, kind of interesting.
That's right.
And then what happens? You get hooked, right? So
yep.
That's part of that's why we went with mainstream TV. I mean, a lot of people, the trend is that cable and satellite are going down. Streaming is going up, right? Everyone knows that, but it's still a lot of people, right? So we didn't want to just not tap that. We wanted to be everywhere. So even, your grandparents and who are just flipping around in channels on DirecTV, they're going to run into the next crypto jam, as is people on crypto Twitter that know everything about, Web3. And
that's right. That's right. And I can tell you, hey, boys and girls, Jett, I'm sitting right there at his office out there in LA, right there at the Neft Brands office, baby. And Jett shows me like the first 10, 15 minutes of the TV.
That's right. You got a sneak peek.
And I start bawling. It's kind of awkward. I'm like, you know why? Because I've seen this man hustle. I've seen him grind. I first met him out there in Central Miami, and he was a nobody. Nobody knew who this guy was. All he had going for him was he had Kevin Harrington, that was going to make a guest appearance on the show. One of the original Shark Tank, guys on Shark Tank. That's all he had. Now look at what he's done. And just he got all it. It was just a matter of 3 months, 4 months, and he got all these partnerships, all these connections. It's because he's the type of guy I look for. This is what we do on this channel. We look for people who are grinding with solid core values, looking out for the best interests of others, even over their own best interests. That's how you succeed. That's how this world works. And gosh dang, you find those gems. Jett is the biggest gem of them all. Right here on your screen. This man in the next crypto gem is going to be huge. It's going to be seen by millions. And it may, a lot of people are hating out there on this bear market. It's brutal. It's right now we're in the middle of a bear market. Guess what? This thing's going to be on repeat and on repeat. It may not just get millions of views on day one. May not happen, but hey, it's coming. It's coming. Oh, yeah. And, season two is coming. When are you thinking that's going to begin? When will those?
We're going to open up the selection process somewhere around the time when season one. So we haven't decided exactly when, but it's not going to be long because the season one drops in 7 days, then it runs for 7 weeks. So, also on the last episode, I host the last episode 7, with Brian Evans. I think I tweeted a little bit about that. But in that episode, we talk about the genesis of the TV show. We talk about how it came. It is an incubated project from the Hourglass Collective. We talk about the other projects that Hourglass is incubating and the whole vision and why we made the show. And then we get to check in with everybody and find out about what their experience was. And so we have a whole proper, well-produced post show that which is the last episode, in addition to the full season, all ready to go. And so, hey man, I think that we covered a lot of ground, and just wanted to tell everybody, look, we're right on the cusp. The story is just about to get really, really good. So I think that we've been flying under the radar. If you're interested in checking it out, go to our socials, go to our Hourglass Twitter, go to our Hourglass Telegram is really booming. Shout out to Steven, one of our community members who recently created a subgroup, which is kind of who can make the best threads on about Hourglass, and it immediately blew up. Got over like 50 people in like less than 24 hours. So many enthusiastic community members building and doing cool stuff, and really appreciate that. I'm going to be throwing in myself thousands of dollars of weight as prizes in these because I love it when I see people, who like our community and are passionate and are doing cool things. So I want to, do a little bit to reward them. So I just wanted to add that too. That I think Steven announced $1,000 that he's going to put out in prizes, but I'm going to add several thousand more in weight token to that.
Really?
For our builder. Yeah.
My head has been spinning. I can't keep up these days. There's so much going on, Jett. It's
good to be here, man. Look, like I said, we're really, really blessed to have. We never needed the traditional funding. We never needed VC funding. We never needed anything. We had successful people in leadership. We have the backing of Jeff. We have the backing of Neff Brands, Neff Entertainment, and all of our incubated projects are doing incredibly well, really well funded, and we're able to grow with the best people in Web3 and bring in some of the best people in Web2, and then synergize it, put it all together to create a real good story.
Man, I mean, gosh dang, I'm speechless. Great show, Jett. This man, I'm so excited for what the future holds. The Hourglass community is one of the strongest, most phenomenal communities I've ever seen. And, they've been pushing through this bear market. They're hanging in there. Okay. And be sure to join on Telegram, join all these socials in the description below. One of my favorite communities out there. They're my people. You guys are like family. Love you guys. There's big things coming. For the utility of the weight token is mind-blowing. So much happening. All we see, just like an iceberg, little bit popping up out of the water. That's all we see. There's so much underneath being, oh man, you're just grinding. So much coming. Things happening. As much as anything I see in the entire crypto space, period. Right here.
Thank you so much, man. Appreciate your energy. Can't wait to hang out with you in Florida in just a few weeks. Again, man, it's going to be fun.
Coming. All right. We're going to be doing
everyone out there.
Jett, here's what we want
to do. Everyone come hang out with us. And I think that everyone who comes in and realizes that how great it is, they don't want to, they're part of it for life, man.
That's right. And we want to have post-show hype parties, like post-show reaction shows. We talked about you coming on. I want to get George on. I want to get Brian on. I want to get Leah on. Some of these projects that make it in onto that show. I want to get the founders of the shows on. That would be
make it happen, man.
If we can put that together. George talked about wanting to also do something like that on Saturdays. Okay. But I'm thinking on the Fridays after this show airs, I want to do that. Well, I don't know. We're still trying to put that together.
Figure it out, man. We'll make it happen.
We'll do it. I love you guys. Jett with the next Crypto Gym with Hourglass and Crypto Grady out. Love you guys.
Later.